Yo, it's your boy CT Crusher here checking in. Just wanting to remind y'all to go subscribe to my homie Hoodie Jube for the Hoodie Jube live podcast. We talking pressing topics here for you every night of the week. Hit that ding dong bell to make sure you don't miss an upload. Come join in on the conversation. Help us expand the community. We do a lot of giveaways, give away to a lot of charities, giving away to the local children's hospital. And oh, by the way, if you want a chance to win free NFL tickets, yes, I said that, free NFL tickets, make sure you subscribe and hit the ding so you don't miss a chance to win free NFL tickets. Peace out.
You can't see us, I Saints going to the Super Bowl, talking black and gold. Cameron Jordan on the field, about to take a QB soul. Ever Kamara break a tackle, so you know he bold. Mike Thomas catching everything, so you know he cold. He talking Byron Matthew, he talking Marcus May. We in the backfield, we gon' make them pay. Them boys hitting hard, they need an X-ray. Yeah. We talking black and gold. 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 Straight to the Super Bowl. Your time is up. Our time is now. Say hoodie, you can't see us. Our time is now. Woo. Hoodie droop in the building. We shining now. We shining. You can't see us. Our time is now. You heard me? Your time is up. Our time is now. Woo. You can't see us. Our time is now. Say hoodie, hoodie droop in the building. We shining.
Here he is, Hoodie Juby.
What's good, YouTube? It's the boy Hoodie Juby, and we are back with another video. And for those who don't know, y'all will know. There's no YouTube without your boy Hoodie Juby, y'all. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a great day, no matter what time of the day you are watching this video. And make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you are new. And also turn on your notification bell so you don't miss out on any of these great videos or great live podcasts that we do on this channel. Now let's get into the video. In the 2023 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints, man, select in the 4th round quarterback Jake Haener from Fresno State. Here are the reports from Nick Underhill. The Saints are picking quarterback Jake Haener from Fresno State. And just to let people know, man, it kind of caught me off guard because you just went and got Derek Carr. But then I thought about it. Jameis Winston's only here for a backup for 1 year. He'll be your backup, and then he's gone. So, while Derek Carr's here for 3 years, you have another Fresno State quarterback. Because don't forget, Derek Carr went to Fresno, and they said Derek Carr and Jake Haener had been talking. You know, when Derek Carr went to some of his games and stuff, they talked and stuff, and he's been teaching him some things and mentoring him, and now he gets to mentor him in the NFL now. You know, so they both Fresno State boys. You got him to come in, and a lot of people are saying Fresno State quarterback Jake Haener is a very sleep on quarterback, saying because they misjudged him because of his size and stuff like that. Because he's only like 6 foot 195 or whatever. But guess what? He is so smart on the field. His IQ is amazing. And they said some of his comparison is to Drew Brees. And the crazy part is this man's favorite team and childhood team is the Saints. And he said he was so excited to be drafted by his childhood dream team. And now he's going to be able to play for them. Well, not play yet, but he's going to be sitting behind, Fresno State quarterback Derek Carr for a few years. And then maybe if Derek Carr is ready to retire, boom, here's Jake Haener. Or if, Derek Carr has a bad few seasons with us and then we got to get rid of him, you got Jake Haener sitting there behind. So, definitely a cool thing to see, 2 Fresno State quarterbacks now on your roster. Also, here are Jake Haener's stats right here. So, he went to Washington in 2018, only got to complete 9 completion out of 13 attempts, so he only got to throw 13 times. He completed 69.2% of the passes for 107 yards, averaging about 8.2 yards per pass, with 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and one of the longest passes was 43 yards. Now in 2020, he's transferred to Fresno State, and that's when he got to play and start. He had 150 completions out of 232 attempts for 64.7 complete percentage. He had 2,021 yards, 8.7 average per pass, 14 TDs, 5 interceptions. The longest pass was 71 yards that year. In 2021, he had 329 completions out of 490 attempts, completing a 67.1% for 4,096 yards, averaging 8.4 yards per pass, with 33 TDs and only 9 picks, with an 86-yard being the longest pass. Now, in 2022, last season, he had 252 completed passes out of 350. His complete percentage was super high at 72%. Passed for 2,896 yards, averaging about 8.3 yards per pass, 20 touchdowns, and only 3 picks with a 65 long pass. That was the longest pass in 2022, was a 65-yarder. So if you look at it, he's a very smart quarterback. He's very smart with the ball. Um, he throws where, everything's open. He's going to do whatever he's got to do. Whatever the defense gives him, he's going to take, and that's what I really like about this quarterback. He's smart, reminds me of like a Drew Brees type of mindset. And if he can develop on the Derek Carr and Jameis Winston and, learn the game in the NFL a little bit more, work on his game and stuff, he could be a really good franchise quarterback of the future. Like I said, a lot of people had this guy as a sleeper in the draft, and we got him in the 4th round. So some people said he was a 3rd to 5th round pick. Guess what? He made it to the 4th. We got him. So congratulations to you, Jake Haener, for coming here. By the way, I do have his interview because he got drafted, and I'm gonna put that on the board for y'all, and let y'all hear this, and comment down below and let me know what y'all thoughts on us getting Jake Haener and what y'all think about this guy from Fresno State. Let me know. But here's the video. I want y'all to listen and just listen carefully to what this guy's got to say, man.
Thanks a ton. Hey, Jake, welcome, man. Congratulations. Same college as Derek Carr, same number as Drew Brees. Now you're headed to the New Orleans Saints. How's it feel?
It's so surreal. I can't even put it into words right now. I just got off the phone with Derek and just so excited to learn from him. And I can't even put it into words. How many times does, an opportunity like this happen? And, you get to learn from an all-time great at the same school you played at, playing, in the same NFL team. And I'm just really speechless.
I know at the Senior Bowl, you told us you had met Brees or done some work with Brees. Maybe, I guess, could you maybe refresh our memory on that?
Yeah, no, Brees came down in January, just where we were all training with me, Bryce, CJ, Tanner, and Jaron Hall. Just came and sat with us for a couple hours and watched him tape with us. And it was great just to, watch his 2019 tape and hear him talk through things and, just be able to kind of learn and absorb some of the information he was giving us.
Did you, at the Senior Bowl, did you talk to the Saints? Did you have any idea that this was a possibility?
Yeah, working with Coach Curry and DJ, they were my offensive coordinator, quarterback coach for the Senior Bowl, and then also talking to, Jeff Ireland at interviews, had a good kind of feel that they were interested, and I just really wanted to go to a place where I was going to be able to learn and fit, and I feel like this is a really good opportunity for me to come in and learn from Jameis and Derek, and do.
Jake, you Jake, you were the MVP in the Senior Bowl. Just talk about just being there and how much that has helped you to get where you are today.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me, I've had to prove people wrong my entire career, and I've had to outwork everybody, and I feel like the preparation I put in has helped me get to this point. And, there's still a lot left, still a lot in the tank, and I couldn't be more excited to get to New Orleans here in a week or two and start learning, start growing, and continue to become a better passer.
Jake, being a Fresno guy, do you have any pre-existing relationship with the cars, Derek?
Yeah, no, I've had a lot of conversations with Derek over the last couple of years that I've been at Fresno. Went through with him a few times, and I think he's always just been a sounding board for me and has given me his number. Told me if I ever needed anything that he was going to be there for me. And I got off the phone with him. He just said he's so excited to be able to teach me some of the things he's learned over the years and be a mentor for me. And I just think that's really cool.
Jake, I saw somewhere that you wore number 9 because of Drew. Is that correct?
Yeah, I did, which is absolutely insane. And the Saints were my childhood team growing up because I love watching 9 play. And that is just so unbelievable that I literally would wear Drew Brees jerseys. I'd wear Saints beanies, and having the opportunity to go play in New Orleans is really just going to be a dream come true.
Yeah, now you got to pick a new number though.
That's okay. I'll figure it out.
So sorry if you already answered this. So Derek called you right after you got drafted?
Derek texted me and said that he knew what they were going to do, and he just told me to give him a call when I got off the phone with everybody. And I just literally talked to him about 5-10 minutes ago, and he just told me to give him a call next week when things die down. And I did tell him that he better bring his A game on the golf course because I've been practicing. I think he's a pretty good golfer.
Jake, how important do you think it was just for your ability to kind of get the ball on time where it needs to be? For a player of your stature, I know that it's something you kind of had to overcome with everybody. So to get high completion percentage, get the ball out where it needs to be. Like, how important was that for your game specifically?
I think the biggest thing is having a really good pre-snap idea and knowing when things break down, you know where your outlets are. And I think that all comes from preparation and my understanding of what's going on and how we like to operate at Fresno. And, I think the first things I do when I get to camp, obviously going to dive into the playbook and do everything I can to know where to go with the football and eliminate so much thinking and just process.
Jake, while I was watching film with Drew valuable, is it just similar build, seeing the field the way he did? Like, what were some of the things that he was able to maybe teach you or open you up to through that experience?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for Drew and him kind of telling us was always know where your outlets are and try to do everything you can to avoid negative plays at this level. Negative plays kill drives, kill momentum. So Drew really made it a priority to always know where his outlets are every snap and do everything he can to avoid negative plays.
Jake, you mentioned working alongside Ronald Curry. What was kind of stood out for you working with him that week at the Senior Bowl?
I think the biggest thing working with him was just kind of getting an understanding of who he is. He gets an understanding of who I am as a person, my personality a little bit. I think it was great just to be able to kind of get a feel for the Saints playbook at the Senior Bowl. Really got to dive in for that for about 2 weeks. So I have a little bit of a head start there. And then also going for a visit there and having, 40, 45 pages of install to have to learn and adapt to rather quickly. So, I think it's going to be great kind of going into rookie mini camp, having, the verbiage down a little bit and continuing to learn and master that offense.
Well, you mentioned obviously being a fan of Drew Brees and trying to learn from him, but I mean, do you think that you've entered sort of a different world that he and Russell Wilson and others have opened the door for that you didn't really have to fight a stigma or let people believe that a 5'11", 6-foot quarterback can thrive, or you did run into that, you think? Right?
I think I ran into that a little earlier throughout my recruiting process. And, the great thing is as the game has continued to evolve, I think the door is open for guys that are, 5'10", 5'11", 6 foot. And I think if you throw the ball accurately, you're a great leader. You process at a really high level. Teams with great weapons around you can thrive. And I think, going in here, it's a great situation for me. I can learn from, really polished passers with a lot of really good skilled players around them and hopefully have the chance to adapt and grow over the next few years.
Jake, I apologize if you brought this up already, but did you figure the Saints were an option? Do you even go into like day 3 thinking that anybody is on the table? Like how do you kind of do that?
Yeah, for me, going through the whole process with the Saints and everything, it was one of the places I visited, one of the 3. The Lions I thought were an option. I was really thinking the Lions and the Saints were my top two, and the Saints were a really good fit for me. And as soon as the Lions took Hooker in round 3, I was hoping the Saints jumped into round 3 to grab me, but we wait till round 4, and that was really my primary choice. I was really hoping that I got an opportunity to go there, and Mr. Ireland gave me a call and said that they were going to trade up to 127 for me to get me, and that's a great feeling, knowing that you're going to a place that wants you and believes in you, and at the end of the day, that's really all I could ask for.
Who did you watch the draft with today?
Say that one more time.
Who did you watch the draft with today, if anybody?
Oh, just family, close family. And then we're going to do a little draft party with people around my neighborhood, about 40, 50 people that I grew up with. And, I think it'll be really, really good to be able to enjoy today and just be able to cherish the moment.
And Jake, just to specify, I mean, were you a Breeze fan because of the size and style comps, or at that age, you weren't even thinking that way?
No, I really was. My mom's 5'4", my dad's 5'10". As a kid, I kind of had a feeling that I wasn't going to be, over 6 foot or over 6'1". I was going to be on the shorter end. And I knew I was always trying to be a quarterback. And for me, I wanted to go look at somebody that emulated what I could be. And for me, that was always Drew Brees. Literally switched that number in college and wore it because I thought he was a great leader, did everything the right way. The way his teammates rose to the occasion because of his passion for the game was contagious. And obviously being a super accurate rhythmic passer was something I wanted to someday turn into. And I can't believe, sitting here that I'm a New Orleans Saint. And like I said, I just can't wait to work.
What's the oldest piece of Saints gear that you still own, or that
I think it might be a beanie. I could probably dig it up here. Honestly, there might be some pictures of me and Drew Brees jerseys I could get. Because I'm sure my mom took some pictures, but I definitely had a Drew Brees jersey. Used to wear it in 1st and 2nd grade. And that was always my team. When people asked what was my favorite team, like, are you a Niners fan? Are you a Raiders fan? I'm like, I'm really a Saints fan. I just love watching number 9. And I felt like every single Sunday when he strapped it up, those guys always believed they had a chance to win.
And how did it come about that you got the chance to work with them that day, spend time?
John Beck, at 3DQB was a good friend of Drew's, and he knew that we had a pretty good group up in Huntington Beach, and he drove up from San Diego and just spent a little time with us.
Jake, you've been following the Saints for a while, so you're aware of the culture of the locker room, the culture of the community. How important is that to you to know that you're headed to that fit?
I think it's so awesome just to be able to go to a city that believes in their football team, that is passionate about their football team. And, at the end of the day, just wanted to go somewhere, like I said, that wanted me, that believed in me. And now me and my brother get to go experience what New Orleans is all about.
Can I ask one more question? And I apologize if you didn't go. We talked about Breeze. The Mannings are big here. Did you ever go to Thibodeau for the Manning Passing Academy? Were you a counselor there? I know it's kind of.
I was not invited, actually. I didn't have the opportunity to go.
Just curious.
Yeah, no worries.
This will be your first time to New Orleans when you head down here, or have you been here before?
I went for a top 30 visit, so this will be my second time. And then one of my best buddy, who will, if I didn't have a younger brother, is a member of the Atlanta Falcons. So now we're arch rivals.
Who is that? If you said the name, it cut out.
Nate Lamon. He was a undrafted free agent last year and made the 53-man roster, linebacker from Colorado.
Awesome.
All good.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for the time, and I look forward to hopefully meeting you guys here in a few weeks.
Yes.
So yeah, I heard it from Jake Haener, man. Said he was a diehard Saints fan for a child. This was his childhood team, man. Big fan of Drew Brees. Got a bunch of Drew Brees jerseys. The man just wants to play. Wants to win. Has overcome everything his whole life. People doubted him because of his size and stuff. But guess what? Look where he's at now on his childhood dream team, the New Orleans Saints, man. Get the opportunity to learn behind a guy like Derek Carr and Jameis Winston. So, great opportunity for this man. By the way, I'll give this I'll give this draft, pick right here probably a good B plus, maybe an A minus, because you will need a future backup quarterback, and you will need a future starter, franchise quarterback. And to bring a sleeper quarterback like this guy that can, you know, kill a defense and tear them apart because you're giving them what they give you, and you're smart with the ball and you got really good IQ for a guy like that to come out here and learn behind a guy like Derek Carr and Jameis Winston is only going to help the guy even more because he's not being drawn into the fire right away. So I think it was a great pick for us. You comment down below and let me know what y'all thoughts on this draft pick. But with that being said, make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you are new, and also turn on your notification bells so you don't miss out on any of the great videos or great live podcasts that we do on this channel. And like I always say, until the next video or live podcast, all I can say is, who dat? We out of here.